All right, today we are diving deep into a really powerful roundtable discussion about one of the most charged topics in our lives, money. But, this isn't going to be about budgeting tips or investing hacks. No, this is about completely transforming our relationship with money. And we're drawing on some incredible insights from thinkers like Lynne Twist, Gabor Mate, and Brené Brown.
So let's just jump right in with a question that I think so many of us feel, but maybe don't talk about enough. Why does money have such a grip on us? Seriously, why does it cause so much anxiety and fear and just pressure in our lives?
And right here, Lynne Twist just nails it. This is the core idea from all this material. We're looking in the wrong place for the problem. It's not the actual dollars and cents. It's the whole complicated, messy, and usually unconscious story we have about that money. Okay, so if money isn't the real root of our stress, then what is it? Well, the experts in this discussion offer up this really powerful metaphor. Money is a mirror. It doesn't actually create our issues, it just reflects back what's already inside of us. And yeah, often with some pretty uncomfortable clarity.
I mean, this completely reframes financial stress, doesn't it? As Gabor Mate puts it, when we're panicking about our finances, it's often just a trigger. It's not the original wound. It's just activating these old patterns of insecurity or fear that, were probably formed long before we even got our first paycheck.
And then Daniel Kahneman builds on this, explaining how our minds are basically hardwired to amplify fear, especially around something as abstract as money. It becomes this blank canvas where all our anxieties about the future can just run wild, painting a picture that's often way, way scarier than the objective reality.
And here comes Brené Brown, adding another absolutely crucial layer to this: shame. So often our stress about money isn't just about the numbers in an account. It's about our feeling of worthiness. The fear isn't just, I don't have enough. It's, I am not enough, or people will think I'm a failure. Money just becomes the public stage for all our deepest fears about not being good enough.
So what is this mirror actually showing us? Well, it's reflecting our deepest stories about whether we are enough, whether we have enough. It exposes how much we can't stand uncertainty, how attached we are to this feeling of safety and control, and sometimes it can even point all the way back to unmet needs from when we were kids. These are the real things driving our financial anxiety. And all of this leads us to this huge, game-changing shift in perspective. If the problem is really our internal story, then the solution might be in redefining one of the most important words in this conversation: enough. This question really gets to the heart of it all. I mean, for most of our lives, we're taught that enough is a number we have to hit, a certain salary, a specific amount in savings. But what if that's all wrong? What if enough isn't some destination we have to get to, but an internal feeling we can actually cultivate, right here, right now? And this chart just lays it out so clearly. Chasing a numerical enough is basically a recipe for endless anxiety, right? Because the finish line is always moving, there's always more. But felt sufficiency, that's something totally different. It's a sense of peace that you find in the present. It's not unlocked by a bigger bank account, but by being present and having a little self-compassion. And wow, this insight from Thich Nhat Hanh just drives that point home. Sufficiency isn't something we need to go out and get. It's something we just need to notice. It's already here. We're often just too busy chasing the future to even see it. Okay, so if we can actually feel enough, how does that change how we act? This is where we get into the next big idea from the roundtable: turning our entire financial life into a conscious practice, something full of awareness and intention. Yeah, this is all about taking your relationship with money out of the passenger seat and putting it firmly in the driver's seat. So instead of letting those old habits and fears just run the show, we can start using our financial choices as a way to consciously express our deepest values. And the sources give us this really simple 3-step framework. First is awareness. Just notice. Why are you spending, saving, or investing the way you do? Is it coming from a place of care or a place of fear? Second, integrity. Does your bank statement actually reflect the values you say you have? And third, solidarity. This is about realizing your money is part of a much bigger system and choosing to support real change. And that third step, solidarity, it just blows the whole thing wide open. It takes us from our own personal bank accounts to our collective impact on the entire world. It leads us to a much, much bigger question.
This is such a powerful way to think about it. Every single time we spend money, we are casting a vote for the kind of world we want to live in. Our money isn't just this private thing, it's a tool that is actively designing the systems all around us, whether we realize it or not. So when we're just on autopilot, not really paying attention, what are we voting for? Well, the experts here argue that a lot of times our dollars are propping up systems built on short-term profits, systems that hide the true cost of what we buy, and a worldview that treats both people and the planet like they're disposable. Now, it is so important to get this part. This is not about trying to be a perfect consumer or feeling guilty about every purchase. That's impossible. The goal here is not purity. It's just conscious participation. It's about waking up to the role we play and then joining with other people to build better alternatives. And that brings us right back to the beginning. This whole journey, from looking at our personal stress to understanding our collective impact, it shows that healing our relationship with money is never, ever just about us. It's about healing our connection to ourselves, to each other, and to the planet.
So, we'll leave you with this question to think about. If money really is a mirror and a practice and a vote, what is your money trying to tell you about your fears, about your deepest values, and about the kind of world you're helping to create? Listening to that answer might just be the most valuable investment you ever